What's really good, all you mountain biking people? I'm Sean, and I would like to thank you for watching my mountain biking YouTube channel, where you can see all the cool stuff I do with mountain biking San Antonio. Today, I have a story for you. When you're mountain biking, hiring a lawyer or needing a lawyer is one of the last things you ever think about. I mean, you're doing this to try to clear your head. You're not really thinking about a lot of things, so it's definitely not what was on my mind a few months ago, and especially not when I was leaving a bike shop. Usually when you leave a bike shop, you're pretty happy because that means you just bought something that further feeds your mountain biking passion. In my case, I think it was a new hand pump, but I pulled out of the bike shop parking lot, didn't even get a quarter mile down Broadway in San Antonio, and an Amazon delivery van, this Amazon delivery van that was parallel parked, makes a U-turn to go back the other way, smashes into the passenger side of the Toyota Tacoma that I had had for the last 15 years. Really liked that truck. Anyway, it was totaled, I got a settlement check, and now, new minivan. And little did I know how bad I would need a lawyer in this accident, because you would think a company like Amazon would, take pretty good care of their stuff and everything, but it turns out that the drivers for Amazon are actually subcontracted out to a different company that provide drivers for all kinds of other people, DHL, FedEx, UPS, whatever. Actually, I think UPS has their own trucks. And the vans are provided by this company for different people like Amazon and such as well. So the drivers are hired employees and not directly Amazon employees, I guess, even though you would think they were. So it turns out the insurance is structured like that too. They go for the cheapest insurance, and why wouldn't you? If you're Amazon, you're trying to maximize your bottom line, right? But the downside to that is they didn't have their own agents. That was subcontracted out to another company. And the insurance adjusters were yet subcontracted out to another company. So you could see how that would get convoluted and frustrating. Anyway, after 4 months not having a vehicle, I was able to get a new minivan after getting a settlement. And I think if it weren't for the lawyer pushing to get things taken care of for me, I would have lost it. I would have driven up to wherever that company was and tried to grab somebody. Like, what are you doing? How could it be legal to treat people like this, Anyhow, yeah, I'm going to this office to introduce you to mountain biking lawyer Ray Diaz, who knows 3 things. He's been doing this for a long time, well over 30 years, if I'm not mistaken. He knows law, he knows mountain bikes, and he knows the Beatles. So he's got to be a good guy, right? And here we are. This is Ray. How's it going, Ray?
All right, how are you doing?
I was just telling all the mountain biking people how you know a lot about the law, a lot about mountain bikes, and a lot about the Beatles.
That is true. all of the above.
This is cool. Where'd you get all this old black and white memorabilia?
If you want to go see some of it over there?
Yeah, sure. Come on. I was just looking at some of it on the wall.
So let me tell you a little bit about these pictures. So the first one I have in the center, this one, of course, everybody knows who John Kennedy is, and LBJ. The person on the right, his name is Reynaldo Garza. He was appointed as a federal judge, the first Mexican-American federal judge in 1961 by Kennedy. And the reason I have his picture is because I'll show you another picture I worked for him right out of law school. I was his briefing attorney. And so that's why I got this picture, and I'll show you the small version. So these other pictures that I have, these magazines first, these are original magazines that a friend of mine gave to me. He gave me a few others that I still haven't framed, and we had decided to have them framed. And he wrote a little note. His name is John LaFleur, and he's a good guy. So these other pictures that I have, you know, I picked them up at different places. Some of them at the Kennedy Museum, some of them different shops that I've been at, and I just saw a couple. Some of them people gave me, because this one somebody gave me that one, and I didn't stop to think about the person who gave it to me, write a little card or something to put it on there so I could remember. But I've got these pictures. I've accumulated them over the last 30 years. I have a few more down here on the bottom. I have one of Martin Luther King that still hasn't gone up yet. And then I have another picture down here of Judge Garza with Lyndon Johnson that I still haven't put up yet either. And so let me show you the other picture as it relates to the first one that I showed you.
I have a lot of old stuff that artists have given me over the years. It's all stacked in a closet somewhere. Like, I'd really like to get around to hanging it up someday.
So this is you can see in this picture, that's the small version of the picture you saw over there. And this is Judge Garza in 1988, and that's me in 1988.
How about that?
And that's when I worked for him as his briefing attorney, and he was a Fifth Circuit judge at the time. I was extremely, I guess, you know, really proud to have worked for him and gotten to know him. And he shared a lot of wisdom, you know, with me, and really taught me a lot of things as a lawyer, a person, just a great human being.
You never forget your old mentors.
No, absolutely, and he's definitely on the list.
Yeah, in 1988, I was 14, riding freestyle BMX bikes in skate parks.
Yeah. So this is my new office now. Man. This is where we're at.
Yeah.
And
This is the t-shirt prototype.
I love it, man.
I want to get the city to be a lighter shade because it kind of blends in with the bike, but eventually we'll get a whole bunch of sponsors on the back. And okay, so go ahead and explain to me this quick 1, 2, 3 that you use for most of your clients.
Well, most clients, I tell them, look, if you've been in an accident, you've been injured, you know somebody that's been in an accident or been injured, first thing is go, you know, you go to the emergency room, go to the Baptist, you know, go to the Methodist, go to whatever hospital is closest to you. Don't go to a one of these quick drive-through emergency rooms. I understand, you know, time is precious and things, you know, you want to get in and out. But at the major hospitals, they have more equipment, they got more personnel. If something more in depth needs to be done, a CT, MRI, they can do it. They can do it right then and there. And so you want to get the best treatment you can. The second thing is, you know, you're welcome to call me anytime. And when I mean anytime, I mean anytime. Weekends, night, anytime. If you call my office, it's 210-224-1000, and you leave a message after hours, it'll go directly to my cell phone, and I'm happy to kind of walk you through and give you some advice. So that's the second thing to do. And along with that is, don't wait till after you've talked to the other side's insurance company and your insurance company, because those people have handled a whole lot more claims and a lot more accidents than you've ever been in, and they know how to get information from you that is not going to be helpful to the processing of your case. And then the third thing is, follow up with medical care and get the medical care that you need. Get the best care that you need. You know, if it turns out that it's a situation that I can help you with and I can handle for you as your lawyer, my call me anytime still runs and still exists. You know, my cell phone number, if you want it, is 210-724-1000, and you're welcome to call me, text me anytime. So I like to have good communications with all my clients. I do not advertise. I support mountain biking because I love mountain biking. I ride Canfields, and a little bit about me in mountain biking. I ride Canfield bikes. I have, I think, 5 right now, and yes, that's excessive, but I just love them. And not to mention, I've been riding mountain bikes for, you know, probably 30 years. I've been riding mountain bikes. I started riding when there were rigid forks, 26-inch, 2.0 tires, and you know, but my Canfields are fantastic. So I hope to see you on the trails. And again, if I can ever help you, your family, your friends, please feel free to give me a call. I appreciate, Sean, you coming by and saying hello. So thanks.
Yeah, Ray was the first sponsor of mountain biking San Antonio. So I have to come by and introduce him to all you guys, because if you're ever in an accident and you need a lawyer, you want someone with common interests as you, that understands the same thing as you and understands that you want to get back out there on the trails as quick as possible. So this is his information right there. And thanks for tuning in.
1, 2, 3, hit it!
Jimmy, stair set, whoa!